It is very clear that this president and his administration, they don't care about securing this country. They don't care about the interests and well-being of the American people who are being impacted, very negatively impacted, by the Biden-Harris administration open border policy.
Hola, ¿de dónde son?
Venezuela. Venezuela. Culpa de una dictadura.
Meanwhile,
was potholes. America ain't dreaming, it been scheming when the birth of a nation came from black niggas seeming. We all know it's black nigga genius. Everybody love the culture, they be black by convenience.
Hold on, my nigga.
Welcome back to Totally Based. I'm Joey Gaskin, and today we got to talk about the border, man. What is going on with the border? But before we do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on new content from me. Now let's get to it. All right, guys, I don't know if you've seen what's going on right now at the border, but it is insane. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and that whole administration, their open border policy is hurting America big time. We're a country that has $33 trillion in debt. Our economy is struggling right now. We've been sending all this money, around $100 billion to Ukraine. We honestly don't have resources to house anybody else. And we have all these people pouring in. In Eagle Pass, Texas right now, Border Patrol is struggling to keep up. They had 4,000 people come across the border in one day, just the other day. 4,000 people, mostly from Venezuela. Some of them have been from Haiti. Some of them have been from Chile, but they are coming from all over. And in the last 5 days alone, they've had 45,000 encounters with migrants. And that's not to mention that in August, we had the highest month ever at 230,000 migrant encounters. Like, I don't know how these people do their job, but I can tell you who's not doing their job. And I don't know if you've seen it, but AOC recently did a press conference in New York, and boy, did they come for her. She was at the Roosevelt Hotel, which is currently serving as a shelter for the migrants, talking about how they need things like healthcare and jobs. I think those are the same things that we Americans need, right? Check this out.
Close the border! Close the border! Close the border! Close the border! And we're ready to send them back! 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 Members, send them back! United States, we have downloaded diversity. Send them back! Send them back! California, Texas, Illinois, as well as
You're a disgrace to the Hispanics. You're a disgrace to the Hispanics. You don't represent
Get the fuck out! Get out! And what we seek to do.
Close the border! Close the border! What the hell's wrong with this America? This is the United States of America! Yeah, that's what is there? What is this here then? Yeah, barriers for who? For who? For us? For the United States? No, you come down! You're complicit in destroying our city!
On increased federal resources to cities and municipalities dealing with this issue. The second is to allow for work authorizations so that the folks in here can get to work and start supporting themselves as soon as possible. They are prevented from getting jobs, they are prevented from employment, and that is part of the strain on our public systems. The faster that folks can access the work that they're asking for legally, the better we can solve this problem. And the third is extension of temporary protected status for Venezuelans, who are the largest population that are arriving here. So with that, we thank you all.
You want to understand what's happening here in New York City? The schools are flooded.
New York is welcoming countless migrants to set up this center here at the Roosevelt Hotel to process these migrants, to make sure they're fully vaccinated, to make sure to connect them with relatives and send them on their way if they know where they want to go, to give them employment counseling.
They fired teachers, fire department,
for not getting vaccinated.
Who do you think needs to do more? We hear from the mayor of New York, who says he's doing everything he can every day as migrants continue to come in. We are, I will say too, we're live on air, so, but, you know, what do you think about what the mayor's doing, and what should the president and the White House be doing?
This is up to us. This is up to each and every one of us to stand up. Nobody's coming here for us. Right. We're here for ourselves. If we don't get up and fight for our city, nobody's coming for us. They're coming to destroy it. The reason why they're here is to steal our votes. Right. We're not going to be able to live. They're stealing our votes, our kids' future, my birthright, our United States, this great city that I refuse to leave. Do you understand? Nobody's coming for us. These elected officials aren't even elected. They're using absentee ballots. They're being selected. And they're operating
What did you think that AOC, you know, when she came out, and other members of Congress, and they had this press conference, what did you think about their comments?
They will never be allowed to walk down the streets again. Yes. They have destroyed our city, and New York, especially Queens, is walking up. Let's pull away from this.
I like how my dude's like, they'll never be allowed to walk down the streets again. And she's like, no, we got to cut that short. We can't have all that. But real talk, what are they going to do? You heard that woman say to Nadler. She's saying the schools are flooded, okay? 21,000 kids showed up to school. 21,000 migrant kids, I should say, showed up to school on the first day. What are they going to do? And where do those kids even go to school? I don't even know how that's possible. And I don't know if you all know it, but Venezuela emptied their prisons about 6 months ago. And so with that happening and all these people coming across the border, it's a good chance that we're getting some of those criminals. Check this out.
Population, like you said, on these trains, they're coming in. It's going to be a very nice life for these people, a far lot better than where they're coming from. Let's face it, when Venezuela crashed and burned, their best and brightest left early on, and they were leaving before the country went up in flames. Now, Venezuela's emptying their prisons, and they're sending us their worst. They're not sending us the doctors, the lawyers, the bankers. They're sending us the criminals, the hardened criminals, the gang members that only know how to rape and pillage and steal their way through life. And, you know, when they get handed $22 a month, that's going to give them the opportunity to go out and buy some really nice, high-powered weapons to come and ravage even more. So if you think you're going to be able to sit back in your house and watch a football game and sit on Instagram all day, and these people have made a concerted effort to go through hell and fire and brimstone to get here, coming out of the jungles and the Darien Gap between Colombia and Panama, you don't think they're going to come knock on your door with a high-powered gun and take everything you have? Hell yeah, they are. They're doing it to each other. They're robbing each other in the middle of the jungle. They're robbing each other in these camps. The Embraer Indians have been overrun. They've stood up a whole new economy, a whole new ecosystem around the migrant population that is now just on the verge of destroying their way of life because their whole way of life is now shifted. This is an age-old problem of human migration. But human migration happened on necessity. It wasn't because it was forced. It wasn't because they were lured with the promises of money.
Everything Ann just said, people would be like, oh, well, that's not actually happening. No, that's literally happening, folks. That's not just rhetoric. Venezuela emptied its prisons and sent them to our southern border. There are literal boatloads, train loads, bus loads, plane loads. And so we're about to take a break in. But
I don't even know what to say to that. I just shake my head. Makes me mad, makes me sad. We as Americans work really hard, and our tax dollars support a government that has interests elsewhere. Joe Biden and his administration have done everything but take care of Americans, done everything but put Americans first. And this is an example of that. Right now, Texas is getting hammered with all these people coming across the border. They're doing everything they possibly can. And Joe Biden, at every single turn, is doing everything he can to stop their efforts. Just recently, he had them remove their buoys. Now, he's having them remove their razor wire. Check this out. You know, again, I'm at a loss for words. I honestly don't even know what to say. You know, the energy that those protesters had just a moment ago, I think we all need to get on the same page of that, because that's what it's going to take in order to change what's going on in our country. If you like the content that I'm bringing to you, like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, if you do like this video, I have another video just like it right here. Check it out, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.